Hello, hi, welcome to Alise's art studio. You're here as a model today, right? Yeah, thank you. So I was looking through our model applications because actually a lot of people want to be models for our artists. Yeah, but your application caught my eye because your face has some unique features that I want to draw. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'll just be doing a cute little portrait of you. Just like neck up. Yeah, I might not include the neck. I haven't decided. So I'll just be like rough sketch and then I'll go in and clean things up a bit. If you just give me a moment, before I get started, I will be analyzing your face just to become familiar with like your bone structure and whatnot. Yeah. Have you ever modeled before? For anything, it doesn't have to be like drawing. It could be for, fashion modeling, or it's your first time. Oh. Well, you really don't have to do much. You just have to sit there and try not to move too much, because if you move and then, I guess it's just your face this time, but I don't know, try to keep the same face expression. Thank you. Okay. Are you wearing any makeup? That's okay. I'll just draw you as you are. I don't need to worry about looking a certain way or whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to start out with this pencil and just kind of get a rough outline here. Okay. Your nose is in the middle of your face, so I will be drawing it as such. And just kind of cheekbones along with your jaw. And oh, okay. No, I didn't consider the lighting in here and the way it's casting some shadows on your face, so I'll have to shade in some of the shadows, so it's kind of shadowy on this side of your face. Just a bit. Okay, and also I have to decide if I want to include your hair on your head or if I would like to do a bald sketch, because sometimes I really like to focus on not the hair, in which case I would do a bald version. I think I'll do a rough sketch of both and then decide which one I like. Have you ever shaved your head before? No, I didn't think so. Well, you can take a look at the bald sketch and see if it's something you'd be interested in for your future? What is this pencil? Oh, this is the pencil I got from the post office. Usually I use a softer graphite for my sketches. And about your eyebrows, see, this is where I need a moment because one thing I'm very particular about is the eyebrows. So I do actually like to take some, I wouldn't call them measurements because I'm just kind of like using my fingers to like get a rough measurement. Cause I'm not actually using it. I don't own a ruler or a tape measure, so I just kind of measure my own way just to get the right proportions down on paper here, because I feel like if the eyebrows are off, then the whole thing is off. I really do believe that the eyebrows is what makes or breaks your face. So, do you pluck your eyebrows? I don't think you should do that. Because if the hair wants to grow, then it wants to be there. And you're just kind of like fighting against what the hair wants to do if you're pulling it out. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why there's some motorcycles driving by. It really bothers me when I'm trying to draw, and it just kind of messes with my creative process and breaks my focus. So apologies for that. Okay. So the interesting thing about your eyebrows is they're kind of downturned. They are, and they're on the darker, thicker side. It adds a bit of drama to your face. But I can see that you've kind of plucked the stray hairs a bit. I may or may not draw them back on the sketch, of course, not on your face. Because I just love a good bushy eyebrow. I really do. Just love a bushy eyebrow. Okay. Okay, and then I don't care as much about... Don't look, I'm not finished. I don't care as much about the eyelashes as much as the brows, because I think they're kind of secondary hairs. Primary, secondary, I think it's simple. So I don't know. Do you have eyelashes on the bottom? Just going to kind of count here. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to poke your eye. I'll use my finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 13. You know, your eyelashes eyelashes do remind me a bit of Johnny Depp, I do have to say. I think it's the length. They're a bit longer on the bottom than you would think. Okay. Now, I'm not concerned with color. I mention that because I'm getting to your eyes, and unfortunately I won't be portraying the beautiful color of your eyes because this is a pencil with no pigment, unless you call gray a pigment. I didn't go to art school, so don't ask. I'm self-taught, self-raised, self-made. And that is the freeing thing about art. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I told you not to look. Okay. Now that I think about it, I do believe I'll be drawing hair. I'll do a brief bald sketch version just to show you, because I think I got you a bit curious about your bald head. So I wouldn't want to get your hopes up and then not have any bald head to show you, so I'll do that. I'll do that anyway. Okay. Yeah, I know I said that I'm not trained, but I did watch a lot. I watched a lot of YouTube video tutorials about some shading techniques. I know that we have stippling, and that's where you basically just make a lot of tiny dots on top of each other to shade. And then we have cross hatching. It's like you make some lines this way and some lines that way, and you just cross and hatch, I guess. And then that's all I can recall. I won't be using any of those techniques except for stippling, just because I like the word stipple. It has a nice ring to it, a nice good sound. So I'll just be stippling, and I won't actually be stippling on your face. I'll be stippling in the background. Looks like stars in the night sky. Draw some clouds as well. Clouds and the stars in the night sky. And the stipples. Yes. I just have to show you this because it's very sad. I don't look. I'll show you on the back of this paper. It's really satisfying to do this on the corner of the page. Just feels nice. Isn't this nice? It's what you call texture. Alright, well. Okay. I think that now I'm going to do the bald version over here. So, just don't mind me. This will be very quick. It won't take as long. Just again, doing your cute little outline of your head. You do have a bit of like a heart-shaped face. It's my favorite face shape. Okay, and then we have your nose in the middle, and do have the eyes right under the brow bone. And a bit downturned eyes. A bit almond downturned eyes. The very bushy eyebrows, which would be a nice contrast to your bald head. Okay, and then Johnny Depp-esque eyelashes. Along the bottom. Okay, and then your lips really aren't anything noteworthy, and I don't mean anything bad about that. What I mean by that is that they don't jump out and scream at you when you look at your face. You're drawn to your eyes, I'd say, and the lips. It's very harmonious. Sometimes we don't want to be drawn to every single point of your face. It would be overwhelming, and I think a harmonious face is underrated. I don't recommend that you get any lip filler. Unless you already have it, then you've done a good job with that, I guess. What I'm saying is don't change whatever you have going on right now, because it looks good. Okay. I'm gonna be so honest, I like the bald. I like the bald version better. I'm really sorry. I hate to break it to you like this. It's just the hair is a bit distracting. Would you be okay if I carried on with the bald sketch? I don't need your permission. This is my art studio and I'm paying you to be my model, so I think I can draw you any way I please. In that case, I'll be moving on. Okay. So let me just checking for reference things that I've done on what I need to do here now. Then I'm transferring over to the bald one. Okay. I think we're just gonna move into pen work. So, this is a very special pen. I'll tell you about it. I'll just tell you about it real quick. So, this pen is the Paper Mate Ink Joy Gel 0.7. I actually don't like this pen because it's Paper Mate, and I'm more of a, not Paper Mate, what's the brand I like? I forget. Pilot. I'm more of a Pilot, G2. That's this one. And 0.7. But this will have to do because my black Pilot G7 pen is over across the room and I won't be getting up. Okay. So, just going to be using the black to add some dark contrast. Just some dark contrast shadows here. Just right on top of the graphite. It's a fancy word for pencil. Alright. And the thing about your nose, other than the fact that it's front and center, is that you do have a couple of these nostrils that are visible from head on. So I will be drawing in the shadows of your nostrils with the black pen. Hope you don't mind. Okay, and then just like this, and No, I don't like the... Well, I've already done it, so... I don't know if I like how this pen is turning out. I don't know. The thing about pen is it's not erasable. So if I do make a mistake, there's no mistakes in art. What are you talking about? But if I do make a mistake, I can't take it back. I might have to start over. Stop looking, please. Let's try with blue. So, few. Okay. And then okay, I'm doing a very different take on this now. And I'm drawing you as if you were a balloon with only round features. And I hate the way it looks, so we won't be doing it like that either. I'm just going to go back to the original and pick up where I left off. And I didn't plan this very well, so just bear with me. If we go over time, I will pay overtime, so don't worry, as long as you don't have anywhere to go. Good. Okay. 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 You know what I think I'm discovering is that I don't like using pen, because every time I start adding pen, it makes it look worse, because it looked better before. It really did. I'm not sure how you can do a good job of drawing something that doesn't look two-dimensional. I think the problem is that I'm not shading with the pen, but that would take years. So I won't. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go in and do some highlights in blue. I know I said I wasn't going to be doing any color, but I changed my mind. I will be adding just in the highlight areas where the light is hitting your face, which is this side. So I'll just be in some spaces like your cheekbone and the side of your nose and right under the brow, top of the lip as well, small forehead, as well as some highlights into the hair. think it just looks like you have a blue mustache now. Blue mustache, blue mustache, blue mustache. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But I think you need a little bit more. I think we need more blue highlights. I don't think there's enough. Because if you're gonna do it, you have to do it 100%. Can't just halfway blue highlight something. It's the thing with blue. You need to be committed. Oh, that is an awful sound. Don't know if you heard that, but there was an awful sound from outside. Didn't like that. Okay. See, now that I'm adding more and more blue, it's coming together. So I think that's what I was missing before, as I was just using black, but I needed to add blue as well. Okay, this is a lesson for both of us. Lesson for both of us. Excuse me. And I know I said I was gonna... Oh. I completely forgot about your ears. I was so focused on not. Okay. So the problem is that your ears are just going to be blue because I'm using the blue pen right now. And I'm not going to go back in time and use the pencil or the black pen, so I'm just going to use this. Just going to use this. Do you have any piercings? It's a shame. It would look really nice. It's a bit of a waste of space. I'll just draw some on you. Just draw some on you because they would look divine. Lovely. Stunning, some would say. Okay. And I'll just be doing your left ear because I'm afraid if I do the right one, it won't be symmetrical to the left one. And I've already done this one so perfectly, I don't think I can do it twice. Because you know what they say, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Lightning doesn't strike the same ear twice. It's kind of a cool quote. I think I'm gonna write it down. What did I say? Lightning. Jesus, how do you spell lightning? Lightning. Lightning. Is it lightning or lightning? I think it's just lightning. That doesn't look right. Lightning. That looks even worse. We're going lightning. Doesn't strike the same ear twice. Period. Okay. Lightning doesn't strike the same ear twice. Don't forget it. Alright. And so, I'll be taking a sip of my water. I have to think. I don't want to forget any element of this drawing because you're here now, and after you leave, if I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot to do this one thing, then it's too late because you're gone. I need my model to do my drawing. So I might have to call you back to do this again. because I don't know, I like it now, but I might not like it tomorrow, and then I might have to redo it. So if we do a quick comparison, do like a bit of a show and tell. I'm not sure which one I'm going to show you first. Okay, I'm going to show you the bald version, and this was like a very quick sketch that I did. I've spent most of my time on the not bald version, so don't judge the simplicity of this. It's part of what makes it. So okay, I'm just going to give you a bit of a tour here of what we have going on. So actually I'll be using this. So I'll tell you that I started by using pencil, and I just did the shape of your head, which I think I've drawn to scale. And I did take into consideration your chin. I did. And then the next part was your nose, because as I said, it's front and center. And then after the nose, what I did was I branched out with your eyes. And I didn't do any eyelashes or anything at this point. I then did a very rough rough little eyebrow. And I came down and I drew your cupid's bow, and the rest of your top lip, and then the bottom lip to go along with it, and then split them down the middle. Okay, oh, and your little neck, but I don't really care so much about that. And at this point, I took a step back and I thought, what more do we need? We needed more to your eyes because it was just two empty circles. So I started doing your pupils and the iris and your eyelid. I started focusing on your eyelashes like this. And then I did a lot more on the brow, heavy on the brow, as I like to do. I don't think I did enough on this right side. I'll just fix that right now. And it's not working because this is not pin. That's okay. And then I think I just did some more shading, like on the nose. As I mentioned, your nostrils are visible from the front, so I did include that. And then I switched to my not favorite Papermate Ink Joy Gel 0.7 pen, and I just kind of outlined in the same order everything that I did, just as so. And here is when I really focused on the brows and the lashes and the pupils of your eyes. What is this, iris? The pupil? I don't know the difference. I don't know. And then at that point, I decided that I didn't like this version, and I think what made me not like it was the pen. So it's just like a step-by-step walkthrough, just so you can envision my creative process as I was drawing this, and that's simply what I did. And the good thing here is that I've drawn you on grid paper. And the reason why I did that is so it can be easily replicated, because when you're on grid paper, I can just assign every piece of your face to a grid square and recreate you as I please on a different grid. But I won't be doing that because I don't like this one. Now that that's out of the way, I'll show you the one that I do like. And the one that I do like was this one. I am a big fan of how this turned out. I'll tell you why. So, similarly with this one, I did start out with pencil and I drew the shape of your face, which I think I've done much more accurately this time. And I've even added some cheekbones and some jawline as well. And as you may notice, I did do some shading, just to kind of add some definition to the angles of your face because you are quite angular. It's a good thing. Okay? And then the other big difference is a handful. Another one is that you do have hair. So if you noticed in this one, there is no hair. And then in this one, we have kind of like a bob happening, kind of like it's like a very short bob. And I'm not saying that's what your hair looks like, but this is how I perceived it. Okay, and then another point that I would like to point out is that I decided to go in with some blue to add a pop of color, and I think this is what really made the difference for me. So what I did with the blue, I'll just show you. I used this. This actually is a Pilot G207, and I think that's part of why this turned out so good, was because the brand and make and model of this pen was so much better than the black one, so it just enhanced every little crevice in the paper. So I think the first thing that I did with the blue was I just went in and added some highlights into the places where the sun would be hitting your skin, where it is hitting your skin. So that would be right above the cheekbone, that would be on the nose a bit, that would be above the lips. See, this is not, oh Jesus, this is not, see, I've lost my train of thought and I don't even know what I was talking about, because these rude drivers and their rude loud vehicles driving by drives me nuts. This isn't a mustache, this is highlight. Just highlight. Do you see? You can see it on my own lips. See how it's like shining? It's because the freaking light is, okay, I'm sorry, the light is hitting it right here. So that's what I did for you right here. Okay, and then after I did some of the natural highlights, I did add some throughout your hair as well. At this point, none of this existed. See, this hair and this ear didn't exist yet. So I realized that something is off, something is missing, and I realized that was like the whole right side of the top of your head, including your ear. And I mentioned this before, I just did one ear, and it works because the other one's hidden. Okay, and then that's why this is all done in blue, because I did it using this pen and whatever. And then I did do some blue eyeshadow, some blue lipstick, and I did some notes here just to let you know that the highlights were done in blue. And there was, what did I say? I said lightning doesn't strike the same ear twice. Make what you will of that. I just think it's giving almost kind of gothic, kind of like gothic soccer mom, kind of like Karen listens to My Chemical Romance, she has her awakening, and here she is. Okay. And then I did kind of secretly do a third one, and that was, I think, the best of the three. I'm a fan of the design of this one. I did go a bit more minimalist, and I just think that this one really captures the emotions that you may have been feeling. I know that this is quite an emotional experience being a model for art studio, and I just think that this really portrays that. So out of the three, which one do you like? I can show you all of them again, just give me a moment. So we have the first one, this is bald. Second one, this is blue. And then the third one, where did it go? This is minimalist. Which one? You like the minimalist? Yeah, okay, I'll just be having that, I'll sign it for you and then I'll get it framed and shipped out to you as your form of payment for your modeling services today. So yeah, thank you so much. I really had a nice time drawing you. You were fantastic, and everything turned out better than I could have imagined. So I hope you will work for us again. Okay, bye.